Hello, my friends. Welcome to this channel. This is Priyanka, and today I'm not going to play any covers for song or give you any tutorial for any song, not even mentoring you over any chord. In fact, today I'm going to talk about 5 things that I've learned playing guitar for about 7 years, I guess, 7 years. Five only. There actually could be hundreds of things I've learned. But since this episode cannot go on forever, let's pick five. So I'm going to talk about 5 things that I have learned, and I firmly believe that you can benefit from them too. So stay tuned. So the first thing I learned learned after playing guitar for so many years is the value of discipline. Well, I if you're following my channel, then sometimes I talk about how guitar was introduced into my life, or whether how I was introduced to music. So since my childhood, I always wanted to play guitar. Why, how, I have no idea about these questions. All I knew that I want to play a guitar one day, and that dream came into fruition only in the year of 2016, when I was 34 years old. There was a guitar class nearby to my home. That year I immediately joined it. Turned out it was a hobby class, and teacher was quite fun, and it was a fun filled class, full of learning. So that was how I got the opportunity to hold a guitar into my hand. I had no clue how to play a single note, yet I felt ecstatic when I held that my first black and red guitar. It was beautiful. I still have that back in my home in India. Right now I'm in Kuwait, by the way. So at the time of shooting this video, I'm in Kuwait, but when I'm going to upload it on the Tuesday next week, I will be in India, okay? Because I'm leaving to India 2 days later. So, so in those two, I stayed in India before moving to Kuwait. I was in those guitar classes, and I learned quite a lot of things into those classes. And then in 2018, we shifted to Kuwait. Okay, we shifted to Kuwait, and there was a musical institute nearby to my home. Again, I was lucky, but because of some issues, I just could not join it. Okay, so I turned into a self learner. I never thought I could taught myself an instrument as complicated and sophisticated as guitar. But so I turned into a self learner, and then I just began playing it randomly, because I had no idea, how to go on into this journey. So I would just play any song, and it sounds good, then I would just make that video, immediately. Or I would just today I play actually all the the full song covers, but that time I used to play songs only in bits and pieces, not the entire piece. And I would also fussing about the spot, like where to sit. Like sometimes I would be sitting on a sofa, sometimes I would be choosing my big black TV screen behind me, sitting in front of it. Sometimes I'm choosing a corner where to sit. I mean, I have wasted a lot of energy and time into this, choosing a perfect spot. And there was thing like how to upload a video, how to make a proper video, when to upload, how many times in a week I should upload. There were a lot of things that as a self learner I had no idea what to do about. Okay, but as I kept going on, the thing is that I learned so many things. Okay, first of all, I learned to play the entire song. This was a huge achievement for me. Okay, I learned to play entire songs, and today I not only play songs, but I also play covers as well as give the tutorials for them as well. Okay, so it is a huge accomplishment for me. And second thing is about the spot. I cannot forget talking about the spot, because I have wasted a lot of time and energy in choosing a perfect spot. But my friends, let me tell you about choosing a perfect spot, that it does not matter where you sit. What matters actually is that your instrument here, this massive piece of inspiration and music that you hold in your hand, is actually what matters in reality. I mean, neither the background, not even you matter into the video. As long as you are playing amazing music, the surroundings does not matter at all. Lighting, yes, it does. It just light should not be beaming from behind you, it should be coming right onto your face, okay, so that people can see you clearly. But still, your face also does not matter. What matters is the instrument that you're playing with. Okay, so I stopped fussing about the spot. Now this is my room. Now I make all of my videos sitting here comfortably, just saving my energy and attention and giving it to my song and to my music. So, and earlier where I used to play, the lack of discipline I'm talking about, that I used to upload 2 weeks, two videos a week, and sometimes none in 2 weeks. But now I'm actually regular about uploading every single week. Every week I upload one video, and I'm sincere about it. Okay, so, and I also learned how to make videos. I do not have a very, very hi-fi soft video software. Not that I have the time, because I do so many other things. I'm an author, I'm a blogger, I'm also a podcaster, I'm also a poet. I have a few other feathers into my hat, so I do not have much time to figure out those, hi-fi video software. But yes, I would love to learn one, and I would love to enhance the quality of my video. Okay, what do you say, the aesthetics of my videos, I would like to enhance that, yes. But I cannot spend, much more time on that at this moment. So, but I have a quite a decent video software into my laptop, and I upload now properly, give the captions and everything. I do not fuss about the choosing a perfect spot, because my music has to be perfect. And then uploading every single week. So, these are these are a few aspects about the discipline that I have learned into my journey, that if you also drill into your routine, whether you are doing music or writing or painting or drawing or anything else, discipline is actually a common it is actually an equalizer. So if you just learn these aspects about the discipline, then you will actually go a long and steady way. And the second thing I have learned after doing guitar for so many years is that keep going no matter what. I know that my videos are not of very high quality, and I still learn a lot about playing guitar. Some of my videos are very good. Some of them are not so good. I know that. I'm perfectly aware of the reality. But the thing is that when you are a self learner, sometimes, it takes time. It takes time to learn about your flaws. Anyway, so but I kept going. I keep going. So in 2018, when we moved to Kuwait here, so I began playing, chords and everything, and then I began doing the series. First series on my guitar I did was the Atif Aslam series. The biggest benefit of doing a series onto your guitar is that it makes you feel responsible. It is fun, yes, it is fun to do a series, but let me tell you that the biggest thing that you learn about doing a series on your guitar is that you feel responsible for doing it, for executing it and completing it. You cannot just think like, okay, I do not feel like uploading a video today, so I'm going to leave it. No, you cannot do that. So if you really want to have that virtue of discipline into your life, I would suggest that you start doing a series on your guitar. It does not have to be a very complicated series. I began with Atif Aslam series. I played somewhere around, I have no I can't remember how many songs I played. I guess 12 or 13, I have no idea. Anyway, but I played a lot of songs. I mean, as per my capacity of that time, I played a lot of songs. And it kept me going. It kept me going. Atif Aslam is one of my favorite singers, and I love listening to him. Some of the songs of him I actually played very well. Some of them was awful, but still I did that, and I just kept going. By doing this series, I invented so many strummings. I came up with some tricks on my own. I learned so much, and it just kept me going. And then I did what? Then I did another series in 2020, when the COVID-19 hit all of us. Many bad things happened, but also a few good things happens to us, which for me it happened was like I did two series on my guitar. Okay. um, I did chords made easy, where I made videos on how to make A to G chords in various styles. And then another series, the third series on my guitar I did was childhood on guitar, where I played about 11 to one of the most famous children's songs onto my guitar. I played those songs like Baba Black Sheep, Happy Birthday, London Bridge is Falling Down, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. All these famous songs I played, and I gave the tutorial, and it was fun doing that. Okay, so I just kept finding ways to keep diving into my music, to keep close to my music. This is what, my friend, you have to do when you are passionate about something. Remember the little girl who was who in her childhood, who wanted to play guitar one day. She had no idea that how passionate she was about this instrument. But today, as that little girl has turned into a grown up woman, she perfectly knows how passionate she is about her guitar now, her dream now. So I just keep doing things that can keep me close to my guitar. And let me tell you another big reality, that there are many days that you do not feel picking up your guitar, tune it, and just play. Sometimes you feel like sinking to the ground like a Titanic. You do not feel like doing it, especially in this COVID-19 situation, which is absolutely all right. Just like the fingers in our hands, not all the days are perfect. Okay, so I too felt demotivated for so many times. But the bottom line is, you have to pick yourself up, because no one else is going to do it for you. Okay, that's what I did for myself. Even though I know I need a lot of work to do on my guitar. Every guitarist has to do a lot of work. It does not matter at what level he or she is. Every guitarist has to do, but still, one of the things that matters the most when you're doing an instrument is to keep going, finding ways to stick to your passion. And now moving towards the third point, which is watch videos to find inspirations. Well, playing an instrument is not particularly about, just playing it. It's also largely about learning it, learning from others. Okay, so earlier in 2018, when I was just a self learner, I would not watch videos, and I would not watch others and everything. I would just into myself, because it was just a new journey. I was kind of a fresher into the journey called self learning. So I had no idea what to do, how to grow, how to improve myself, where are the flaws, where are the perfections. So there were a lot of things I was not aware of. But recently, I have actually started watching a lot of videos, a lot of other guitarists on YouTube. And I mean, I'm surprised, like, I'm really happy that how big this guitar community is. Some of the people that I follow is they are Mary Spender, Paul Davids, and Aman Panotra in India, Acoustic Pahari, I guess his name is Sandy. There are 4 or 5 people that I follow on the regular basis, and I watch them, and I find inspiration from them, and I learn from them also. Like from Acoustic Pahari, I tried once playing the heartbeat style. It was really good. And when I was doing videos on major chords and minor chords, how to find notes and every other thing, the pattern, then I was watching one of the videos of Aman Panotra, and he was saying it. So the knowledge I had, it was, his videos were like a sprinkling on my knowledge, like it enhanced my knowledge. So it helped me to learn better about major chords and minor chords. Because when you're a self learner, music theory becomes the trickiest thing to have, because it is vast. It has so many minor details that can fail you major. Okay, did you see that? Minor and major. How did I relate my content to the music? See that, how that smart I am. Anyway, fun aside. Okay, so I watch now others videos to find inspiration. I see them, how beautifully they are playing, how perfectly they are playing, and where are they are if they are making mistakes, they are owning it. Yes, they are owning it. Even I might be making some mistakes in making this video, but that's fine, because life is not perfect. Your music, can be perfect, but you cannot be perfect. um, so the thing is that I watch them and see them, like how much hard working they are. And my friend, this is the biggest benefit of watching others in your community, because you get to learn from them, you get to see the hard work, you get to see, you get to see those the behind the scenes into your head. They are playing on the screen in front of you, maybe on the stage, but you can actually imagine how much hard work it must have gone behind making this piece perfect. Okay, so I watch other guitarists on YouTube. I watch lots of videos, and this year I have the musical goal is to learn the finger picking technique, and I have watched of I guess 7 to 8 videos on that. And after watching all of that, I can tell you that finger picking technique, whether you are playing with all your 4 fingers or your 3 fingers, putting your pinky resting your pinky finger onto the onto the body of a guitar, it does not matter. It actually depends upon you, how you are comfortable doing it. Okay, so there would be a few guitarists suggesting you to play finger picking, to do the finger picking thing from your third, second, first finger. Okay, some of the guitarists will suggest you to do from you all your 4 fingers, or of course thumb is always there. Thumb is always present in finger picking. But at the end, my friend, you have to find your technique. Okay, whether you are comfortable doing with all the 5 fingers or 4 fingers, it completely depends upon you. So that's what I have learned after watching those all those videos. So watch other guitarists or other people into your field and community to find an inspiration and to grow and bloom into a perfect artist, or better artist is the better word. Okay, now the fourth point is realize the goals. Well, this is pretty much connected to the previous point, when I said watch other videos, watch others to find an inspiration. Well, as I said, I follow Mary Spender and Paul Davids, and also there is Marty Schwartz. There is also there are lots of pro guitarists, and when you see them, when I used to see them previously a few months ago, I was like, I would not find inspiration. Let me be very frank here. I was actually feel the envy. I would feel jealous. Why can I not play that beautifully? Why can I not hold my guitar and play that amazing music? I used to feel envy and jealousy at first, but then slowly I just analyzed myself, and I started thinking about why do I feel that. And in this process I realized my goals. Well, I know that I do not want to turn into a pro guitarist, playing jamming, with the jamming on a very hi-fi level, like Paul does or Mary does. I do not want to be turned into like those. All I want is to play a few songs on, like the people say the campfire guitarist. Like play few songs on your guitar, on you are in a good mood, you are playing a few songs on the guitar, you are feeling good, music is sounding good, everything is good, just like that. So that is actually my goal. And once I realized my goal, I actually became comfortable into my skin. Now I watch those pro guitarists playing blues and jazz and talking about those kind of the other worldly language of music. I do not feel envy or jealousy anymore. In fact, I look at them in awe, and I gather inspiration. Even though I'm not going up to that level, but still it shows me that how much hard work they are putting into it, into the music, into their guitar, into their practice. So that gives me an inspiration. And now that I have realized my goals perfectly, I no more fuss over okay, I have to play this, I have to play that. No, I know what I have to play. Okay, I want to play a few good songs, some good songs on a good day, play it for me, for my family, for my friends. I have also done open mic, one open mic in my first open mic in Kuwait. I will drop the link into the description, into the Kuwait, and it was received very well by the audience. Okay, That is my goal, my friends. I do not want to be a very hi-fi guitarist, okay, like Marty Schwartz or something. But I want to be a good guitarist who is able to play a few songs on the guitar and who is able to make music proud. And this was the fourth thing I have learned. And I would also highly recommend you to realize your goals into your thing, whatever your craft you are pursuing right now. If you are doing guitar or piano or writing or any other thing, just think about your goals. Realize your goals. What are your goals? Where do you want to be? Your destination actually determines the kind of journey that you have to go for. Okay, so realize your goal. And having said that, let's come to the final and the fifth point of this video, which is find my flaws and the opportunities of improvement. Okay, so just bear me for a little bit longer. Okay, so fifth and the final thing I have learned is that learning about my flaws. Okay, and learning actually coming 101 with your flaws is actually, if you put it into perspective, then it is actually an opportunity for you to grow, to bloom into what you want to be, right? So as I said earlier, that I am into, actually I'm a self learner, so I have done a lot of mistakes earlier, I still do. Okay, some of the videos they get very bad reviews, some of them get really nice reviews. Okay, so through those reviews, through watching my own videos, I am learning I'm learning about where I'm good at, or where I really need to improve. Okay, so I this 7 years of almost 7 years of musical journey, I have learned this, that I have come to terms with my flaws. Okay, I need to learn tabs, because tabs are not my thing right now. I'm more of a chords person. So moving my fingers onto the fretboard over the particular string, it is difficult, especially this pinky finger, it does not move as quickly as you want it to be. So that's difficult. So that is so this is actually this is not exactly a flaw. When you come across your flaw, do not see it as a flaw, see it as an opportunity to grow. Because to grow, you have to first identify the opportunity where it is, and to find the opportunity you have to realize where you lack the flaw. And to identify your flaw, you have to keep going, you have to keep observing yourself. Okay, so when you find a flaw, see it as an opportunity to grow. Okay, to blossom into a better person, a better, better artist than you were yesterday or maybe an hour ago. Okay, so I have found my flaws actually onto this journey, and I'm still, trying to find them. And I have also find my strengths. I've also worked on my strengths, and I carry both of them alongside, and I work with them. And this has helped me grow into a better musician over the years. I have learned so many things after finding my flaws. It will not make you feel good when you find your flaws. Actually, when someone picks them for you, where, okay, you do not play, you need to hold the chords in perfect position, or what you're talking about, you are holding, you are this string should not be played when you are playing this particular chord. There will be a lot of people derising you for what you are doing. The thing is, first of all, when you take the feedback, when you receive a feedback, first of all, maybe I'm talking about some different topic. Okay, let's go on with it. So when you receive a feedback, first of all, think whether it is about the right point or not. Think about it. If you think that this feedback is going to help you work on something meaningful, then accept the feedback positively. And if not, then just discard it. Okay, there are a few comments onto my videos which are actually discardable. I have discarded them. They made me feel bad about myself, but later, upon observation, I realized that those people were just talking trash. And but yes, some of the feedback, they were really meaningful and insightful, and I have taken them to my heart and into my practice. Okay, so finding your flaws is actually an opportunity. You will feel bad that, oh, I do not know how to play this particular chord, I do not know how to jam, how to play blues, this and that, a lot of things. So it is all right to feel bad in that moment. It is all right to feel, you can shed a tear also if you like. Okay, it is all right. What is not all right is to stay stuck at that phase. I did not stay stuck on those phases. I moved on. I felt bad, yes. I felt sad, yes. But I saw those opportunities where I was, I was brought one-on-one, face-to-face with my flaws, and I turned those moments into the opportunities to grow. Okay, so my friends, this was the fifth learning I have learned after doing 7 years of guitar. Okay, so let's recap them quickly. So the first thing we learned that we have to have the value of discipline. We learned the value of discipline together. Second thing we learned here is keep going, no matter what, keep going. Third thing we learned is watch others in your community, in your field, to find an inspiration. The fourth thing we have learned here is realize your goals, because it is really important to find your destination, to determine what kind of journey you are going to be on. All right, and the fifth and the last thing we learned here is that you have to, sorry, I actually forget sometimes. Okay, so I have made a list here. So the fifth and the final the lessons we have learned here is that find your flaws and turn those opportunities to make yourself better at the craft. Okay, well, I hope that these five lessons, they are not very extraordinary lessons, they are actually very common lessons. But when we work on these lessons, they can make you, they can turn you into an extraordinary person. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this long video. I will see you next week, and I have something special to say next week. Okay, so if you're a subscriber, don't forget to drop a comment. If you're a visitor, again the same thing. Do subscribe to my channel though. Okay, I would like that, and I will see you in the next. And happy Valentine's Day in advance.